Hello, it's Pip here from queenpipcards.com. Today I'm giving you a little bit of a behind the scenes of what I'm doing. I haven't got a finished project to show you yet because I'm making it as I film it. So this could either go really, really well or really, really badly, but I thought I would give it a go and give you a little bit of a glimpse of what I'm doing. So I have an idea in mind. I always have an idea in mind when I start creating projects. I won't be able to show you this live either because obviously I'm making this for something that I'm going to do tomorrow. So I always give gifts, pillow gifts, or just a little token on the days when I do my big events or my all day classes or technique or whatever. So I had this idea of giving people little pots of jam, and I don't even have any of the pots of jam with me because they're all packed away somewhere ready for me to go and get them, but they fit perfectly into these little treat boxes. So these are our clear tiny treat boxes, and you get 16 in a packet, which is great for me because I've got 13 or 14 coming tomorrow. So I need to have something that I can prep in advance, make pretty, just a little something that they can have on their table place when they arrive, so that they just feel, oh, it's a little bit of special something for coming to class. So this is how these boxes come, and you can see they got this, I don't know if you can see that, but they have like this clear covering on them, so you have to take that off. That's just there to stop fingerprints getting all over them, which is kind of handy, and also scratching each other in the packaging. So that's what you get when they're done, and literally you just squeeze them together. So these are really easy to put together, although probably not the easiest to film on camera because you can't actually see what I'm doing because they're see-through, but you get the picture. So you fold the sides in. You know, they go together as all our little boxes do. You fold the sides in, and it's harder when it's perspex because they're a bit tougher. And then the end, and then you work out which way they go round. So it's this way, I think, this way, yeah, this way, and then the centerpiece goes in there. So that's how those go together. And then you fold the arms in like that, and then you've got the back piece to fold. I always like to give the back a little bit of a squeeze fold because it does tend to pop out otherwise. There we go, and then we got a nice firm fold of the box, but that's okay. You know, they're cute and the jam would fit in there perfectly, but obviously I'd like to decorate it. So tomorrow we're doing water and ink, and we're going to be using brushos, and we're going to be doing lots of different water and ink techniques, but it's also based around the lots of happy card kit that we've got in the catalogue. So I've taken let me just move that out of the way so you can see it. So I've got the stamp set here that comes with the card kit, and I thought sending you lots and lots of happy is perfect, and they match with the new tailored tag, I want to call it, because it's in the tailored suite, I think. So tailored tag punch, that's this one. I'll correct myself if I'm wrong. So I thought, well, that would fit quite nicely on the top of the box because everything they make kind of fits together, so that's good. It'll need a little bit of decoration around the side, but that's okay, we can do some papers with that. So I thought, right, let's do that then. So I need 14 of these tags, so I've done 2. So this is me just going to be punching out a few. And I'll try and deaden the sound while they... And I'm doing this in thick whisper white because it's going on top of a box and I'm going to stand it up, so it needs to be a bit stronger. So these are just offcuts I had. Offcuts from my Christmas cards, actually. So just going to whiz through these. I love the sound of a good punch. Although it might be a bit loud for you, so I apologise. Can I fit one in there? Yes, I can. Just make sure that you can see. Actually, maybe not. Yes? No? Oh, give it a go. Oh, I don't recommend doing it that close, normally. That's too close for comfort, really. I've lost count now of how many I've done, so I just generally keep punching until I'm finished. But that's probably not good for camera, so let's move that out of the way. Right, here we go. So now you're getting all the nitty gritty about Queen Pip and what I get up to. So these were a bit, I've had to re-ink my ink pad because these are faded on one side and not so much on the other. That one's okay, probably. Maybe not. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and I'll do. Okay, so now I'm just going to show you how I'm going to stamp them, and then I will stamp them up, and then I'll whiz this camera through when we're actually, once I've done I'll just edit the film and make sure that you're not sitting here while I stamp up these. Now, thinking about it, I could actually do these on the Stamparatus. I could do, couldn't I? But then it's going to be a bit tricky to get my thingies in the same place. There are things I like about the new Stamparatus, a lot. I love it for anyone who has issues with rocking and pressure, and who over inks. That's another dud one. But I don't like it for quick stamping. So don't think that the Stamparatus is going to be the only thing that you need to use. You know, because stamping lots of these would take longer, I think, in the Stamparatus than they would do. Oh, I've nicked that one as well. Oh, you need to be careful with this punch then. That's not good. Yeah, it's probably me talking on the telly, as it were, while I'm doing this. But yeah, some things, you know, you need to use the right tools for the right occasion. Notice that I'm using the pad underneath here because obviously it's photopolymer, and even though it's the thicker cardstock, you still need to put that squidgy back. So I'm going to do that. Oh, today's the only day I've actually felt like doing anything. I felt rubbish all week, so this is I thought, no, I have to get this done for tomorrow. I would have normally done it earlier in the week. I don't like leaving things quite so much to the last minute. So you can see once you get going, I could actually probably do, oh, I like that pattern. Oh. Okay, now I'm going off piste a little bit and thinking about how I would use that in a card background or something. But you know, you get the this is this is what happens. This is inside Queen Pip's head. It's a bit scary at times, but hopefully fun. Okay, so that's the stamping done, and now it's just a bit of decoration, and I've brought in a few things. This is one of those lovely metallic shapes, and I think, ooh, see, I think that gives that a little bit of a boost behind there. I also think that the starburst punch would give us a bit of lift as well. So let's bring that in. Now, I wonder what colour would look good on that. I'm going to show you the papers that I'm going to be using to decorate these. I decided, because there's not really any paper that matches the Lots of Happy card kit, as it were, I thought I would use this paper. So, this is the new Sweet Soiree papers, and I'm not sure which one I like, really. For this, I don't think I want the one that's got cakes all over it, although, you know, jam and cake, but I don't think it quite goes. Then there's this one, which is quite nice. Oh, this is pretty. Yeah, maybe that one would be nice. Haven't used any Marina Mist for a long time, actually. And then there's this one. So, and you can see they're all foiled, so obviously that's the side that I'm going to be putting on the outside of the box. But of course with our papers, the good thing is that they're all coloured on the other side too. So, you know, these will be the inside images for the box, so that's always nice. So I'm thinking I like the Marina Mist one. So I think I'm going to go with that. Now, the question is, have I got enough? I might need to do 2 types. Because these little boxes are 2 inches. And you should get, or 5 centimetres. So if they're 5 centimetres, you'll get one that way and let's have a look, this is 30, so 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, you might get 2 that way. So 2, 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So that's 6, that's 7, so that's 8 out of a sheet. Oh, and I've got 2 sheets, so there we go, that's 16. That works out nicely as long as I cut it right. And that's the other thing that I tend to mess up on. I'm not great with figures. I'm not one of these people who can just, you know, look at something and go, oh yes, if you just cut here and score there, then that becomes a box. You know, I'm not great at that. But once I know what I'm doing, or have it in my head what I'm doing, then I think it works. Okay, so some of them are going to be going the wrong way inside in terms of these swirly patterns, because I'm going to cut some this way and some that way. But do you know, I think I can live with that. So next thing, get your trusty trimmer out. Now, where are you going to be able to see that best? Sort of there-ish. Okay, we're going to need the arm. Put that in there. Bring the arm out. Hopefully you can see that. Yes, and I've got it stable, so that's good. So I'm going to cut this at 20 centimeters, because that's 5, 10, 15, 20. That's 4 sides of this box. 5, 10, 15, 20. So I know that if I do that and do a piece, it'll wrap around there. There might be a little gap at the back with the folding, but we can cope with that. So that's that. Then these are going to go just that way and get chopped into whatever. And then this one we're going to cut at 20 again. So we're going to be left with a bit. We're going to be left with this much left over, but that's okay, I can cope with that. Again, we're going to cut this into 5s. Okay. And you're going to always have to cut this last piece, because these papers are 12 by 12, which means they're 30.5 by 30.5 for us. So we have to cut off that extra half piece. Okay, now because this is foiled, it's a lot thicker than our normal cardstock. So I'm going to go in and I'm actually going to score this. 15, 10, and 5. Make sure you're scoring, not cutting. Done that before. And then we should be able to fold this up and see there are little pieces of rich raspberry in here, which will match the top, so that's nice. So then that should sit perfectly, she says. Oh, fingers crossed. This is where you hope it works. I'm going to put it in this way, I think. There we go. Come on, in you go. Perfectly. There we are. Look at that. Isn't that cute? That's looking pretty already. And then I think, actually, get in there. Right. So then we've got the silver bit, and we've got the lots of happy bit. I'm thinking, yeah, maybe just a square of Marina Mist, do we think? Or maybe a starburst. I think a starburst might be a bit big, that's the only thing. This is how I work. I'm going to go and get some Marina Mist. I'll be back in a second. I have all my cardstock in a card storage cupboard. And so I have, this is how I keep my scraps, just in case you're interested in what I'm doing. So I keep them in a plastic pocket, so I never start a new sheet unless I really have to. So let's see. I like a project where you can punch stuff, not in a nasty way, but just because it's easy and quick. See, that looks okay, but I think it's going to be hard for them to get it open. It looks nice, but then how easy is it going to be for them to actually open that? We might need to put a little nick out of this in the middle. So if you grab your 1/2 inch circle punch, I always do it like this, so I kind of work out where I am, go in, it's kind of there, so I'm going to come up a bit, take a bit out, shove it in, there we go, that works. So that makes it easier for them to grab it now, but I still think if that's a circle, that might be tricky for them to grab, especially because it's got like sharp bits on. I'm going to make that a square and see how that goes. Let's see how that goes. So, oops. Again, it's just going to be 5 centimetres by 5 centimetres, so this will fit. So we'll do 5. 5 by 5. Steady. There we go. And then I think if I stick that on there, and that, and layer those up, I think that's going to be easier for them to open. Okay, so there we go. So now I've got my design. That's literally how I do my designing. Now I can just get on and crack on and do the rest, and then I'll show you what this one's going to look like. So I'm going to use a bit of fast fuse because it sticks to the acetate better, and I'm going to open it up so I can actually see where my lines are. Pop that on so I can get it square. There we go. So that's square there. Yes, I think that works better. There we go. And then we'll pop this on with some dimensionals. Where's my normal size dimensionals? Okay, I've got lots of ends, but no actual normal size dimensionals. Okay, so let's get my glue scissors out. If in doubt, I'll just chop these off because they're all dimensionals, so you know, just they're not as good as the right size pieces, but they kind of work. So once they're on, hopefully nobody will spot them. And this is at least, there we go, getting it done. So we'll pop some on there like that. Take that off. They don't come off quite as easy as normal dimensional pieces. Okay, there we are, that's that. And then again, I think I'm going to put this up also on dimensionals on top of the silver. So this is going to have to be in the middle part again, because otherwise there's not going to be anything for it to stick to. Okay, and you know me, I like to make sure I've got good coverage of dimensionals because there's nothing worse than something sagging. There we go. Sending you lots. Oops, not quite straight. Not quite straight. Oh, you know. Ah. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. Not quite straight. Better. There we go. Needs a bit more, I think, somewhere. I might put some rhinestones up there. That might be nice. As I said, this is an on-the-fly project. You're seeing me in real life doing my stuff. Just because sometimes it's good to know it's not perfect how I design stuff. You know, I don't do it with... I need to open a new packet. I don't... What am I trying to say? I'm just like you. I just sit at home and work out my projects, work out how I want to do them. Add a bit of bling, always helps. There we go, look at that. That's making that nice, isn't it? There we go. And that's it. That's my little box with its nice decoration. Lots of happy, and inside there's going to be some jam. So yeah, I just wanted to give you a little bit behind the scenes. You can leave me now while I go on and make another 16 of those, or 15 of those. And hopefully that's given you an idea of something you might do for a table favour, or just a little gift for a friend, really. I love this kit. So that, you know, the fact is that you buy the kit and then you finish the kit, and yes, you can get refills for the kit, which is great, but I like to show that you can use the stamps, you know, in lots of other ways. So this is me showing you how you can use the stamps, which I've now lost somewhere on my desk, which is also, I hear, like lots of you guys, and this is a regular occurrence for me. I've put them somewhere safe and they're now under a pile of things like inks and... oh, there they are. I found them. There we go. But look, you could use these for lots of different things. It says here, here's to the happiest birthday yet. So you could make that into a little birthday box. Thank you for being a friend. I like that. I also like the fact that you could just ink up the thank you. You know, in case you were giving it to somebody who... like a teacher, not a friend, but a thank you. You deserve the best life has to offer. That's really nice. And then this one is I'm always here for you. And then there's these pretty little flowers, which I haven't actually inked up yet. So maybe I'll do that next in my next project, because I like those too. But yeah, and then sending you lots and lots of happy, because who doesn't like that? Okay, I'm back because I've now cut everything up, scored it and chopped all this, and I just wanted to show you a quick tip on how to put these together quicker than obviously, you know, putting them all together individually like this. So you have to do them in the end individually, but after you've taken this off, before you fold it, if you find your lid, then you can just do your fast fuse, etc. on your lid, and then you can just pop it straight down when the box is closed. And I just thought that's a lot easier, so I've literally just done all of these and I've got all of these to go. But it's much quicker because you're not trying to deal with the box when it's open and bendy and you know, already in a square, which is harder because you've got nothing to resist when you're trying to stick something down. Whereas here you can just pop it on. I hope you can see this. I'll move it up a bit. So you just pop it on, pop that down there. There we go. Seeing that stuck straight to that there. See that? So yeah, so that was my quick tip. I thought I'd just jump back on and show you that because I didn't want everybody struggling putting their lids on. Obviously I had to do it like that while I was designing it because I didn't know what I was actually doing until I did it. But now you know, and now you're just making multiples of them. It's just easier to do when they are flat on the table. Okay, so there you go. That was my quick tip that I've just whacked on the end. Okay, thanks very much. See you later. Bye.